Hello everybody, William Branch here, your Texas local lender. Have you heard the news about the tech house flipper crash and debacle that's going on? Zillow has already been the first to exit the business. This is absolutely crazy. Stay tuned. Did you know that Zillow has already been the one that's exited the market in the big tech housing flip market? These companies are buying thousands of homes. As you know, we have an extreme shortage of properties. A lot of these buyers have come in, they've pretty much bought up the market, they're overpaying values, they're overpaying for properties, and then they have some kind of Zillow estimate, or that's what we look at. When you go on Zillow, there's a Zestimate that gives a home a value. So they've come up with some calculation based on, hey, we're gonna put X amount of dollars into a home, we're gonna buy a property over market value, try to put a little bit of money into a home, and then hope that it sells. No wonder why they crashed. According to an article that I read on Wolf of Wall Street, Opendoor lost $191 million in the last quarter of 2022. They had a net loss of $600 million last year. That is absolutely insane. Can you imagine if you're a business owner and you lost that much money? What would you do? I mean, the rest of us are out there in the world that if we're losing money on homes, that'd be considered what's called a short sale or a foreclosure potentially. Obviously in their case, they don't have that. What they have is a non-recourse loan. So what does that mean for them? A non-recourse loan means that they can give that home back to the bank with no financial obligation. It's now the lender's fault to be able to do this. So what does this mean for us? For one, it's caused our market to go skyrocket. They're overpaying for houses, so it's created a high demand. We have no inventory, so we have people moving in from California and different states that are fighting for the same house. Right now, the market is absolutely crazy. Just think about this. We're talking about Zillow, Opendoor, Redfin. How many of you guys have actually been approached that, hey, we want to buy your home, we have a cash offer? Sounds great, right? But do they talk about the hidden fees that are behind it? So in this market, you probably could actually sell your home on the market for a higher amount. But let's just talk about that. How much money are you think that you're actually wasting? I have a client and friend that she listed a home, and the client was approached by Opendoor. We'll just give them as an example for, let's just say, $400,000. Well, after the fees and everything, it ended up being, I think it was right around 11% is what they were gonna pay. So you typically pay a realtor about 6%. So they're obviously saving money right there. And then on top of that, she was able to get them an extra $15,000 extra on top of what Opendoor was gonna even offer them. This is just one example of why sell to them. I know it sounds great to be able to have a cash offer and cash buyers, but there's already cash buyers out there that are willing to pay. You're not gonna have those extra fees on top of this mortgage that it may sound great on paper, this Opendoor, this hey cash offer, and then you don't see the fees on the back end. Just one reason why we recommend staying away and using a local agent, because 9 times out of 10, they can probably make you more money. A quick stat, Opendoor last year purchased 36,000 houses, and they currently still have a little over 17,000 homes in their inventory that they're just holding on to. So what are they doing with this? We've talked about these companies losing millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, which is crazy to me, let alone that they can just give these homes back to the bank with no recourse, no issues, no penalties, and just walk away and slap their hands and clean their plate. To me, that's absurd. Are you an investor in the market? I'm sure you probably saw, during this frenzy, we saw that Opendoor and Redfin and Zillow, all of their stock prices were at a very small amount, and they just skyrocketed. Some of them, got over $100 a share. Well, in the last 6 to 12 months, those stock prices have plummeted almost 86%. So I really hope that you didn't buy at the top. That's a quick financial tip for you. I know it's a little, high level, but just looking at that, seeing these stock prices fall, that's not good news. They're losing money in their equity. So I would, if I were you, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would advise, possibly staying, or may even now be a good time to start looking at to actually buy into these stocks with these stocks being low. So these companies could rebound and come back, but I just overall, the ability for them to not have to pay these loans back, they're causing a huge shortage in our inventory, has become a huge problem for our market. We got to figure out a way to overcome it. As a local lender, we have options to help you. We have local real estate agents that we can refer you to actually help you make more money on selling your home. So before you decide to sign on that Opendoor or Redfin or that cash offer that somebody has, make sure you talk to a local advisor and get some expert opinion, because there may be more equity out there. These companies are trying to, squash down your equity a little bit so that they can make money. I know that having to go and show your home for 2 days on a weekend and be displaced for 2 weekends, why not make that extra $10,000 to $20,000 extra and put that money in your pocket? Is it really worth not having to do that? So that's one thing that I think is huge in this market, is that we really focus on staying local, put our business here, and working with these big techs. It's not always what it's all cracked up to be. Thank you today for tuning in to Texas Local Lender. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned for more info.